Right. I
Already
mean,
in progress.
in progress. Are we here now? Is it here? Is
Well,
it
we're
official?
blinking. Now the
What does
stream
that
is
mean?
red. I cannot believe it. People are coming in by the thousands, no doubt, going,
No doubt.
I'm sure they sat there and waited. I mean,
Yeah.
who
Oh yeah.
wouldn't? And then
Like
they
a
come
good
on
Broadway play.
and they see this and there's no explanation. And we
Yeah.
didn't even get to. Should we at least play that video again?
Yeah, play the
music
new
one?
intro, Bob. Play
All
the
right,
new
here we
intro
go,
for
ladies and
those who are
gentlemen.
watching.
Here's a
Like
little
my
something.
sister watches on the replay. She watches on the replay, so she'll get
All right,
this
here's a little
last
something.
15 minutes.
Here's a little something for you latecomers.
Here's a little song about a show called The Lounge. It's really kind of kitschy if you're willing to scrounge. Through piles and piles of garbage, talk to you, find a gem. And don't expect that will ever happen again. It's The Lounge Show on a Saturday night. It's The Lounge Show. It's a hell of a sight. It's The Lounge Show. Oh, we're out of time. Here's a little.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
That was the Lounge Show Singers. We worked a long time on that title.
The Loungettes.
Lounge
Yes.
and the Loungy and the Loungettes. Lounger.
Loungettes.
Lounjo. El
Yeah,
Stremo and the
Lounge-
Loungettes.
And the Loungettes.
I forget how
Bob
quickly
apparently
we
didn't-
forget.
Yeah, Bob apparently didn't push the correct button or something, so we're
No,
just starting.
No,
a
I
Lounge-
did so. Something malfunctioned. Someone was monkeying with the wires.
The wires.
And yeah, we got cut off or some crap. And
So
and,
that's why no one has been able to see Bob's new.
Like, I wonder
you
if
know,
any
I mean,
of it
that's-
got on there at all. Like, I'm just going to check because what the hell?
That's the problem with it. So no one saw Bob's transformation. This is the problem with talking politics with the.
Okay, we're
plastic
definitely
surgeon,
live
boys and
there,
girls.
and it says "What the hello." Did I type that?
What does that mean? What is that? What is? I don't. What
No,
are you
this
doing,
is it.
Bob?
This is us live right now.
Okay.
You can't see. Hold on, because yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that
see
guy
anything.
cannot hold my phone. Anyway, I just want to see if there was a previous, like if it did start before and then got cut off, and it doesn't look. It doesn't look like it, so I don't know.
So it's just an abbreviated lounge show, boys and girls. But
That's
for
right,
those
it's
of you
the-
who are
the
patient
expurgated
enough to
version.
stick around for 20 minutes,
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Well, 9:20 on a
Get your
Saturday,
fix.
6:20 p.m. Pacific time, and as we have already covered, it is 80 degrees. What the heck? I just pushed the wrong button. 80 degrees here in Henderson, Nevada, and we
66.
also checked in on Lake Geneva.
Oh, yeah.
and it was quite beautiful. And that's
yeah. In fact, the light is coming on, as you can see there. The
slow
solar whatever. Yeah, the slow fade. Yeah, we did the open, the brand new open, which is good. I like the Loungettes singing that. That sounds good. And then Bob and I discussed his new characterization of himself here, which is interesting. It's a new puppeteery marionette kind of software.
Yeah, and,
And,
you missed
we
the
also-
really fun part where I talked like this, and Rob loved it. He kept saying, "Oh, please do more," and I'm like, "Rob, I can't continue this. It'll grate on everybody's nerves." And he kept saying, "Oh no, please, please, this is the best bit you've ever done," which I took personally.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. That's how
That
the,
is how it went, and the
conversation went.
disgust. If I could have captured the look on his face, but we weren't broadcasting.
And then we also played Mambo number 5 to watch Bob's blue guy dancing. There you go. I don't know why this is funny to me.
I don't know. That's why there's character animation, because there's something that we just
That's it.
can't put our little finger on. Even if we put
No,
the
but I
little
do like
finger
the fact
right
that
in
the
our
eyeball
eye.
goes
Doink,
left.
doink, 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 doink,
Doink.
doink, doink, doink. That's
Yeah,
what we need the
I,
sound effect. Doink, 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 da doink, doink, doink. All right, I'm done.
I don't think I have any sound effect like that. I've got a
You don't
few,
have a
as you know,
doink?
but I don't have a doink. I have a
What kind of
as I
sound
recall,
effects library
the-
doesn't have a doink?
but it has tennis grunts, so that's always a good thing. I can always have Marina Sharapova, whatever her name. Yeah, that's.
Oh, is that who that
painful.
was? I don't know why I was thinking this whole time it was one of the Williams sisters.
No, that's Maria Sharapova, 6 feet tall, blondish woman worth gillions.
Has
of dollars.
anybody seen my gal? 6'2".
What's
That's a
oh,
great
5'2"?
Rod Scott memory.
I was
ladies.
like-
5'2", yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great
first
Rod
and only
Scott
song
memory.
I could play on the guitar.
And you know,
I learned to play that on the
but you had a style to it. You had a thing that you did that made it sound like you really knew what you were doing, and that's of course your style.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That is my style.
but I appreciated that little tip. I couldn't do it now. Could you do it now?
I could play that song still. Yeah.
You could? Okay. Oh
'Cause
God, I pushed the freaking wrong button again. Cocktail
I don't know
sauce.
what happened. Well, so are we off the air again? Did you screw it
Yeah,
up
we're off
again?
the- No. No one knew about it except for me, I guess.
So here's the deal, boys and girls, moms and dads. For those of you who really are loungeites, Bob and I will be doing a live lounge show 2 weeks from today.
That's
weeks
right.
from today. I
Right
will be-
here
I
on
will
this
be-
stage.
On that stage with the gas station opening spotlights in the background. And in fact, and we also covered, while Bob pushed the wrong button, the fact that my son is in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
of,
that's what we were
Mr.
talking
Doyle.
about. That's right. We were in the midst of that conversation when
Yeah.
I realized we weren't doing a show. We were
Yeah,
literally
and that's
just
why
having a
no
phone
one
call.
is having a phone conversation, which is what my sister basically says when she watches on replay. She goes, "I get all caught up, I just watch you guys
Right.
shoot the breeze for
It
30
is.
minutes."
It's
And
really.
that's
It's just.
basically
It's all it is. It's just us having a phone
but
call.
with
With
a
characters.
lot of window dressing. There's a lot of window dressing. That's what makes this a stupid conversation kind of fun. Bob's Blue Boy today or whatever. He's going to be taking this show on the road apparently. And we talked a little bit about gambling. And I was about to tell you the story about what you don't know. Oh, you were talking about you're a risk aversion guy.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and then you said, but it all depends on the scenario, the situation. Sometimes you'll do things that are risky, but you don't realize they were or are risky
Right,
at the
because I'm-
time when you do them.
Sure. That's a nicer way of saying what I said.
So I was about to tell the story when I was at the hotel in college and I was feeling punk poorly on a Saturday night and I was truly couch ridden. I mean, it was just going to be me and like I could, maybe seriously, like I was really, really feeling poorly. And the rest of them Saturday night, so they ingest all this chemistry and it was dead of winter and out the door they go to have a big time. Bob and I just stayed at home and watched television. Well, they came back about 4 or 5 hours later, still under the influence of heavy duty chemistry. And they were telling me how they were climbing up on a rooftop of some home and jumping off into this big pile of snow, a big snowdrift, this monstrously big pile of snow. And they were laughing and saying it was so funny. And I said, there could have been anything under that pile of snow. There could have been a tree stump or a bike rack or a fire hydrant.
Right.
And the look on their faces when, oh, we never thought of that. I go, one of you could have snapped your neck like a twig.
Those
because I
guys
was
with the
only-
medieval Renaissance fair keep their swords under their face, point up.
I was just thinking, though, that's the stuff you think about when you're sick on the couch drinking tea versus when you're in college age time and you're ingesting all kinds of fun pharmaceuticals. You don't give that any consideration.
No.
And they were just no. And so
One
to
doesn't
your point,
take a lot of things into consideration under those situations,
Mhm.
circumstances.
Mhm. Yeah, in fact, a buddy of mine not too long ago got stuck with a DUI, and now he's got that little breathalyzer to start his car.
Oh no!
Yes. So now we're not starting the car before you can, do the little breathalyzer to say you're sober. And
Wow.
yeah, again, not thinking probably this won't happen to me. And of course, it can, boys and girls.
I guess it's
Take
really
this
like
as a warning.
if you're giving somebody a ride, and then you have to do that. I guess that's when it could get off.
Oh yeah, right. Talk about
You're in charge of the carpool.
Yeah, that's-
the new boss is in town. Whatever. You got to take
Pick
him
him up
to
at the
lunch.
airport. You got a new client coming in. New
Yes.
client's coming in. Pick him up at the airport. Pick him up at the airport.
Can I keep the
Which,
car
by
running?
the
No,
way,
you're gonna have to park and go in.
Oh yeah, God, that would be painful, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That would be so
wouldn't
painful.
it? That would be
I-
rough.
And wouldn't it? But now we're inventing that story. But I have a true story. I knew of a sales guy who did go to pick up a massive client at the airport. We were gonna wine him and dine him, do the whole thing. Big money client. And he goes to meet him and pick him up at the airport for the first time. And when the client gets in his car, when he turned it on, This is funny to me. The Bluetooth from his phone was still hooked up to the car stereo and everything was still active. So the minute he turned on the start of the car, the porn, yes, porn, began in 5.1 surround sound
Oh, Jesus.
in the car. Now, there's so many things that I question on that story. The first thing is, of course, why would you have that even remotely? The possibility that could occur when you're meeting a client for the first time. But the second thing that I thought of is you really have to be hard-pressed to need to look at porn all the time when you're just waiting to pick a guy up at the airport and you got to do a quick glance on your phone and run it through 5.1 surround sound audio in your car. I find
Oh my
that
God,
very
I can't
intriguing.
even. That's horrific. That's
And
really
you
horrific.
can't say, "Oh, what was that?" You can't even do that. Everyone knows that the music.
It's like, those guys,
the kids.
they're
I
always-
loaned the car to my daughter. Yeah,
they're always- she's in a fitness
the
class.
kids were playing with the radio. You can't do any of that crap. You're screwed. I found that to be one of the funniest stories. I just can't get over that. You're at the airport. You're waiting 5 minutes. I'm going to kill some time. What am I going to do? You
Oh,
don't listen to
Jesus.
a podcast. You
I don't
look
know.
At the
I don't know,
baseball
but
score.
that's rough. That is.
Anyway, so Bob decided to do the entire half hour, which he has done, although you only watched like 10 minutes of
Yep.
the lounge. You didn't tell me he has a name, the character.
No, I haven't thought about that. And it looked like at some point that Tracy sent a message, but it didn't show up on our message board. So I don't know if we've got some errant stream, like whatever that screw up was. It wreaked havoc on our entire communication system, and life as we know it on this planet is at risk, I think. That's all I have to say.
And with those words, those were the words they chose. I kid you not. Those were the words. So when those words came out, they decided that's when they were going to end the show. They could have done, I don't know, countless other things, but they chose that sequence of words to end it. And this is how we're left with the show. I don't get it. I don't think I can watch anymore.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.
Total platonic reversal. That's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks.